was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll
fight for my brothers. We could go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone. Standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you said to me it's on, split you like you need alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Let me holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love the bottom, Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the gang. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, and now they took him out the picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Why must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, light on.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, then you know never to settle. I'm shooting common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African-American apparel. Fists on a t-shirt, youngins doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me.
I fight like that. 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 I fight.
I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll
fight for my brothers. We could go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone. Standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you said to me it's on, split you like you need alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love the bottom, Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the gang. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, and now they took him out the picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Why must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, light on.
I fight like that, 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, did you know never to settle? I'm too common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African-American apparel. Fists on a t-shirt, youngest doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me.
I fight like that, 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 I fight.
I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll fight
Fighting for
you.
my brothers, we could go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone. Standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you said to me it's on, split you like you need alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that, 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 I fight like that.
Let me holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love the bottom, Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the gang. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, and now they took him out the picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Why must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, light on.
I fight like that, 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, did you know never to settle? I'm too common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African American apparel. Fists on a t-shirt, youngest doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me.
I fight like that. 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 I fight.
I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll
Fighting
fight
for
you.
my brothers, we could go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone. Standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you said to me it's on, split you like you need alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Let me holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love to bada Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the gang. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, now they took him out the picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Why? Must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, light on.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, then you know never to settle. I'm too common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African American apparel. Fists on a t-shirt, youngest doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me.
I fight like that. 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 I fight.
let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Family, friends, visitors, guests, welcome to another one of those type of trainings. That's right, the Lydian World NFT training sponsored by yours truly, Team Believe. Okay, I want to make time to welcome Mr. Mike Johnson to the platform. And I would like to actually open this up a little different because of a sense of urgency that is taking place. Mr. Johnson, I don't know if you have your slides available in reference to the pending incentives that are going away. And you know, you did such an amazing job last night. I felt compelled to pick up where you left off and showing the power of what we have in place with the XLTs and other information. Are you able to share from that vantage point this afternoon?
Absolutely.
My man. Love you, brother Mike.
I love you, sir. And hopefully you can see my screen there, Brother Eric.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. And what Brother Eric is referencing, family, first and most important, thank you for this phenomenal platform where we all can plug in and learn more about this incredible NFT program that we have at our fingertips. But family, we would be remiss if we didn't share with you that there are several assets, all of which are digital in nature that you have access to. And please, I listed them in this particular order for a reason. The one asset that drives everything is our G999 assets. Those assets, family, trigger everything in our ecosystem. And the program that Brother Eric was talking about that will be disappearing very soon is the XLT program. Now, the beauty of that XLT program is that gives you a little slice of heaven. When we speak in terms of little slice of heaven, you actually can earn real estate in one of the hottest real estate markets on the planet. We're talking about in the heart of Dubai. But we're not talking residential real estate, we're talking commercial real estate. And all you have to do is push a single button. You push that button and you can become a real estate owner in Dubai. And then, of course, what we're here today for, the NFTs. The best part about NFTs, family, is that's another vast resource that's open to you. And the NFTs lead you right into the Lydian world as well, because every time you secure an NFT for you and your family, not only are you paying yourself first, but you're positioning yourself to get Lydian lions. It also allows you to receive passive residual income by becoming a citizen in the vast countries across the globe. Now, Brother Eric talked about something that's going away. This program is going to be here to stay. We're not going to cover this today. We're going to cover the program that's getting ready to disappear. Family, you have less than 48 hours. Listen carefully. You have less than right at 48 hours to take full advantage of what we're sharing with you today. And what we're sharing with you is the XLT program. XLT is an acronym for exclusive living tokens or exclusive luxury tokens, whatever you choose to use the L for. The best part about it is you are in a position today to take full advantage of phase one. Phase one in any real estate project is where the true profits can be made. Understanding in phase one, you have the ability to secure a single XLT for $9.63 per XLT. Now, those are available in bundles of $99 and above. But family, I want you to understand something. Phase 2 and 3 are completely sold out. What that means for those of you who are still positioned to take advantage of phase 1, you saw the launch price that was initially projected at $18 per XLT. Well, the chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Height, indicated that you can pretty much scrap that number because the launch price will be somewhere in the neighborhood of $25 to $30 per XLT. So what we're going to do is we're going to err to the conservative side. Let's just say it's $25 per XLT. What you just done was double your money. Family, all I'm trying to get you to see is this. All you have to do is push a button. When you smash the button, as we like to say, for $99, you receive 10.28 XLTs. If you don't believe me, sit there with a calculator, multiply 10.28 times $25, and you can see the return that you can expect on that particular investment. Because what you're doing, family, or that exchange, we can't call it an investment, it's an exchange. When you exchange 99 USDT for those XLTs, you're going to have assets that have a value of over $250. And all you did was push a button. Now, there's no limit to how many times you can push that button, but we strongly encourage you to go to work, because on the 19th, which is 2 days from now, on the 19th at midnight Central European Time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have no more opportunities to get any of these XLTs in phase one. So we're encouraging you to act now. This program is about to go away. Phase 2 and 3 are completely sold out, family. Don't sleep on this phenomenal opportunity. And for those of you that are here for the NFTs, oh, are you in for a treat today? You see, family, we encourage you to take a screenshot of what you see here. This information is available to many of you in your back office, but some of you have not basically explored your back office to find this information. We'll show you exactly where you can find it in your back office. But here's the beauty of what we do. They're going to share with you everything that you receive every step of the way. You can secure NFTs from as little as $28 up to as much as $888 per NFT, and any and everything in the middle. And they're sharing with you the Lydian Lions that you're going to receive, the bonus Lydian Lions you're going to receive, and family. They're sharing with you the legacy points you're going to receive. And some of you are asking, what are these legacy points? The company is giving away $8 million in what's known as a super dream incentive. Now, a lot of you naysayers are probably saying they'll never give away that amount of money. Well, you said that with our first dream incentive. The first dream incentive was $3.5 million. Not only did they award the $3.5 million as promised, they basically doubled it this time around. And mind you, they're less than 6 months apart. So in other words, each of you have an opportunity to get as many of those quote unquote rewards as you choose. They're going to basically reward the top 2,000 legacy point holders. How many legacy points do you want to have? Oh, by the way, the top prize or the top winner walking away with $3 million in cash and prizes. I'm just saying, family, you have to plug in to learn more about what we have for you. I encourage you, take a screenshot of this. We're going to talk about this in detail a little later in today's training. And then, family, for those of you who are asking, well, where do I put these Lydian lines? Please take a quick screenshot of this. It's going to disappear fast. I encourage you to take a screenshot. These are all of the respective countries that you can become a citizen in. The number that you see to the side is what it costs for you to be a citizen in each of these countries. Family, we've done the heavy lifting for you. All you have to do is take a snapshot. We're gifting this to you today because you're here today. Now, we're going to have a very special training tomorrow, but we wanted to gift this to those of you who showed up today. Family, on Monday, there's going to be a very special announcement on Monday. Understanding we're celebrating our first year in existence. It's an anniversary celebration that you do not want to miss. It's coming directly from our corporate office in Dubai. You're going to hear from the chairman of the board himself, Mr. Joseph Haidt. And trust me when I tell you, you don't want to miss these announcements. And he's going to be joined by our chief technical officer, Mr. Alexander Cochendow. Family, it's going to be Monday, the 20th of December at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't pay attention to any of these other numbers. Focus on the number that is respective to you and what part of the country that you're in. Here in the United States, focus on 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make the adjustment for whatever time zone you're in. And the password, if you may, or better yet, the Zoom ID and the Zoom address is right here on the page. It's gspartnerslive.com. No password is necessary. Again, gspartnerslive.com. Or you can type in the meeting ID. The meeting ID is 910-2207-3343. 2 p.m. Not only are you going to have some exciting announcements and updates that's going to be provided, we're going to have special guests at this particular function. And family, anytime a multi-billionaire tells you there are going to be surprises, you may want to buckle up. I encourage each and every one of you, take a screenshot of this and get it out to everyone on your team and encourage them to pass this out to anyone that's interested in learning more about what we do. At the end of the day, family, it's all about keeping it simple. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this portion of our training back over to my, I don't even know what to call him at this point, family. This young man has had coffee twice today, which means he's going to be extremely dangerous today. But I will turn it back over to your very own host, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad. Brother Eric, you have the mic, sir.
You're right about that coffee, brother.
Okay, you're very faint.
No, I'm sorry. You're so right about the coffee. I was just laughing, and man, I'm so beside myself today, beyond description. Even my 100 is turning sideways. There's a reason we asked for Mr. Johnson to share as he did, and we appreciate it. And starting with that first, because this is Friday, so it's the last day of the training this week. We resume again on Monday of the training. Tomorrow, we're doing a special event in relation to it all, but because it pulls it all together. All right. But the reason why we led with that, because I did not want you to lose sight of the incentives that are in your face and see how it relates to what we have in this world known as the Lydian world and GS Partners. If you could see my dashboard, Mr. Johnson, let me know, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Williams can see it and Mike Johnson can see it as well.
All right. So I love the fact that he presented to you the 6 market vouchers and the rewards that are associated with them. I love that he presented that one to you because that one has been, that particular market voucher has been upgraded with an incentive. And we're going to revisit it because we want to show you how the company is always thinking ahead to help us gain and have more. So this isn't for this presentation, these trainings, they're not for the I'm wondering. They're not for the overly for the skeptical. It's really for those who can see the power of giving yourselves an advantage. When have you ever known so much money to be thrown at you at any point of time in the month of December, where from the safety and comfort of your home, you can create for yourself a monthly passive residual income for life? So think about all the things that you always wanted to do for your family in terms of leaving them a future, leaving them a legacy. You want your children to be better off than you are today, agreed? You want your loved ones, your spouse, your significant others, siblings, you want family to be better off today, preferably at your hands. Here's the opportunity where you can do it, and it doesn't involve work. I'm talking about no traditional employment is required here. We're not hiring you. We are showing and introducing an opportunity that through various strategies that you have the power to incorporate based on your decision, it will position you to realize a lifestyle of your dreams, one that you can afford beyond description. I want to go back to that slide. I'm going to enlarge it because I want to make it very clear. Oops, that's a little too clear. Is that a good resolution, Mr. Johnson?
Absolutely. That was good for us old people. That one works, sir. Thank you.
For us old people. You're funny. Okay. Now, the addition to this effort, this incentive is found here. A new line was added. And this is the power of advantage. There's not a lot of talk being made about packages. The packages of GS partners, what they avail you, what they afford you. And as it relates to this incentive, there's a reason why the company is rallying around these packages that will reward you substantially in this effort as it relates to Lydian World, as it relates to legacy points, as it relates to the overall incentives, and possibly what's to come on the 20th. Look, you have a bonus Lydian Lions multiplier. That was not a part of the Lydian World effort until a day or so ago. The bonus Lydian Lions multiplier means, according to your brand membership package, meaning if you have a brand advantage package, depending on which one you have, you will receive a multiplier for the bonus Lydian Lions in the 288, the 488, and the 888 vouchers. 288, 488, and 888, okay? And that offer expires on the 26th of December. Okay, you with me so far? All right, now, this is powerful because positioning in the Lydian world is everything. Everything. Why? Because the more positions you control, the more additional streams of revenue you have that begins tabulation this month that will pay you every month thereafter for life. This is huge, folks. This is huge. Mr. Johnson, maybe you can help me with this calculation. Let's say you have, I'm so fired up, I'm gonna check to see if I have it. Hold on a second. Yeah, maybe you can help me with this, Mr. Johnson. Let's say if you have $888 voucher.
Okay.
Right? Okay. In that voucher right now, you receive 2,018.18 Lydian Lions and an additional 1,109.09 Lydian Lions bonuses. Now, this is just going to be from the, let's say this is the customer's perspective. That way we're not figuring multipliers. Right. So this is what it is at base, right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So now I have an Explorer package. So my base, if I had a basic package, I wouldn't qualify for the multiplier. If I had a premier package, I wouldn't qualify for the multiplier. But you do get a hefty sum of Lydian Lions and bonus plus 5,504 legacy points, right? In this package. But my Explorer is 1.5, right? 1.5 times whatever's here. So am I saying this correctly? That if I were to get an 888 package, I will get this multiplied by times and a half in Lydian Lions?
Okay, and the bonus is the bonus on all Lydian Lions or just on the bonus Lydian Lions?
I believe it's on the bonus. I was saying it wrong. The bonus Lydian Lions, yes.
Okay, so if it's on the bonus Lydian Lions, you would take those bonus Lydian Lions, 0.09 times 1.5, And instead of 1,106, you walk away with 1,663.63 in bonus Lydian lions, sir.
Wow.
So you pick up an additional 500 Lydian lions and some change. Now, if you don't want the change, you can always forward that to, I can get you my address here shortly. We can make sure that that transaction is seamless.
Okay, so I'm not trying to necessarily show you that I'm a baller, because I'm not. But what I'm sharing with you is an advantage that we discovered in the presentation from Mr. Johnson and Ms. Knox yesterday in relation to the values. Please ignore, if you can, the fact that we're making money while we talk. So if I were to do 28, how many smashes would I have to do of the $28 value, Mr. Johnson, if I wanted to equate it as 888? Because I have a sneaky suspicion that I'll earn more, not in terms of bonus Lydian lines, but I'll earn more towards legacy points.
31 smashes for the 28 to come up with the 880. So if you smash the button 31 times, sir, and you're receiving 232 times 31, just in legacy points, instead of getting 5,000 legacy points, if you smash the $28 button 31 times, you'd walk away with 7,192 legacy points. It pays to read the details, sir.
How would that work at the $58?
At the $58?
Right. Let's say how many. Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second. You know,
my brain is percolating now.
I see. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna do something today.
15 smashes at that level, and you take 15 times the 344, and you'd walk away with 5,160 legacy points. So what I'm saying to you, if legacy points is your goal, you would do far better doing the smaller one, because think about it. If you double the smaller one, you're getting far more legacy points.
Right.
That's a great question. I'm glad you went to the $58 one. Yes, myself and Miss Nicole Nikki Knox sat down and we played with these numbers and we laughed at each other. Because at the end of the day, what is your objective? If your objective is to stack legacy points, smash that button as many times as you can for $28 and you'll be surprised at what's going to happen. They add up like clockwork. Now, that doesn't take into effect if in fact your goal is to get legacy of Lydian lions. That's a whole different dynamic. But if we're trying to secure legacy points, the smaller packages give you far more bang for your buck from a legacy point standpoint. And think about what you're doing. Instead of having one NFT to place in a respective country, you have 31 of them to place in respective countries. It's just a strategy, if you may.
Wow. Thank you, Brother Mike.
I'm just saying, it's all math. It's not emotional, it's just math.
So that's why we wanted to open with it. We wanted to open with it because there's so many options available to you, afforded on this table known as GS Partners, that we just really believe that you should be availed to all the options to make or render your decisions. Now, currently in this account, I have 170 Lydian lions. I don't have all that I want yet there. And the reason why I have those, because I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. What I'm doing, I am securing NFTs for every country that I am a citizen in. Now I have them sprinkled through. Go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
I do want to do the one thing that we're supposed to do, Brother Eric. We want to give the disclaimer. We are not financial advisors, nor are we advising anyone on their finances. If you listen carefully what Brother Eric just shared, he's sharing with you what he does. And none of us are telling you what you should do. We're sharing with you different strategies to take advantage of this phenomenal opportunity known as NFT. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. So I know that I don't have enough NFTs as of yet for my personal strategy. This is mine. Thank you for the disclaimer. I want as a goal to have as many NFTs as I am at least citizen in countries. All right, so I have a few more to go. Okay, on top of that, I want an NFT. I want to double that amount. So if I'm in 196 countries, wink, wink, hint, hint, then I want an additional 196 NFTs. I want one set of NFTs for every country I'm citizen in. I want an additional set of NFTs to circulate into the marketplace. Because the NFTs are in the Lydian world, when they're imported into countries, that NFT is qualified to mine the treasures of that country and add them to your wallets. What we don't know yet is if you can add more than one NFT into a country. Then there's another element. The fact that the NFTs that we're working with currently are digital art forms that will have a magnificent space in the collector's community. Now, something I wanted to show many of you a couple of days ago, I'll make time to do it now because I literally had forgotten some days ago. I'm going to go to Facebook page and I'm going to show you, some of you may have seen it already, but I'm going to show you the feeler that I placed in one of the NFT communities when we first launched back in November. I got a hold of some and then I took pictures of them. Can you see the Facebook page, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I included the NFTs just to see what kind of buzz it generated in a post. Not selling them, because there's a whole process tied to this in GS Partners, and I want to know what my partner, my multi-billionaire partner, intends for us with this dynamic. So I'm not trying to jump a gun. I'm not after no quick dash. It's not a quick money scheme, nothing like that. I just want to know the buzz in the communities abroad. And this is some of the response that came back. This thing is loading pretty slow.
Anytime we're on a live stream, it's going to be a little slower, Brother Eric.
Thank you, brother. Okay, I'll go to the comment section. And I guess I need to enlarge that again, huh, Mr. Johnson? Okay, in the comments.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but that's better. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So look at the responses of people in the space. Love this. Looking good, King. It would be nice if you can drop one to me. That's awesome collection. There's things that people know and understand. Now, mind you, this is a group of more than close to 80,000 members. And then they started sharing their Ethereum addresses. Here's another one, OMG, dope. Here's another. Wow, he looks like Brother Hakeem. Anyway, so stunning. People are responding. Now, what we have, truthfully, is second to none, and you're going to see why that is. Okay, so I'm going to take it back to the foundation of the presentation. So you'll have an idea, a working idea. First, let me say this, that this training that's coming tomorrow, tomorrow's Lydian World Citizen Training, 3 o'clock on this platform, is designed to assist you, not do it for you, but assist you in knowing not only how to place your Lydian lions, but according to your goals, where to place them. So you're going to see a position chart, and you're going to pay particular attention to the citizens portion, meaning what's required at minimum to be a citizen in a respective country, and how many legacy points are awarded your citizenship in that country. Now, other positions here are listed, but that's a very volatile space because that's changing as people are competing now and bidding for upward positions in a country. We're going to concentrate on the Lydian lines required in the respective country for citizen. Now, can you be a citizen in every country? You sure can, because the sum total alone for citizen is only 1 million plus Lydian lions. I don't think anyone's ever been made to look at that before, Mr. Johnson, before we had our discussion. All it requires is 1 million. And when you have incentives that are running like those are running now, you can easily get them and be in every country and make it harder for the chairman to figure out who they're going to get that $1 million to come December 26. Okay, I'm getting giddy. Let me move on. Let me move on. All right, so this is that training. There are two things that we do encourage people to do. If you are a builder of teams and you want people to know you for the opportunity, this is what I'm recommending. On our platform, you've heard a lot of talk about Believe TV. That's our YouTube channel. There's a presentation from Mr. Joseph Height. That presentation is here. J Height 12-1-21. J Height 12-1-21. We're encouraging you to get the link from Believe TV for that video. That was the chairman's message to us on December 1st. And you want to send it out. We're encouraging you rather to send it out with this flyer, the announcement for Monday, December 20th. Now, this is what you call a period of massive action, folks. If you're serious about building team, if you're serious about seeing some return on your activity, asset producing activity, you want to send it out. And now I'll share one other thing with you before I say the next point. A person's experience is never at the mercy of another's theory. So many times we halt our own progress by allowing a thought to creep in and say, man, that'll never work. Or I already told them, they don't need to know more about this. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. See, those kind of things will leave you broke. I took this video clip along with this announcement, and I texted and emailed it to everyone that was available in my downline. I didn't say, hey, you got to come to this, it's great. Hey, make sure you listen to this. It's going to explode your business. I didn't do any of that. Now, I personally sponsored, I think 458, somewhere around there, whatever the number is. Mr. Dalco said I should be shot. Okay. It was his fault. He said I would run out of time before I ran out of people. I didn't believe him. Now I know. So I just keep sponsoring people. Look, 458 people, everybody's not doing the business. We are only responsible for the seeding, the delivering of an opportunity, the delivering of the message. But we don't know when that seed will take root, germinate, take root, and grow. We have no idea. We don't ever know what stage the exposure was or is. So we share it out. We share with everyone and let the creator do all the sorting. So I sent this out to everyone that I personally sponsored. And today is the 17th of December. I've been sending this out since December 1st. And the level of engagement of people who, in the words of Sister Deb Nixon, people were asleep. They were watching, some of them, others weren't really looking as much. People didn't know what we were doing because they weren't plugged in. Some of them even forgot they even registered and wanted to know what this was all about. The point is they woke up. I went from an active line of I forget now. I think it was at maybe 52 or 50, no, it's more than that. I think maybe, it wasn't quite 60 people. But now I'm 80 active lines. Yesterday, I hit the rank of executive. 2 weeks before that, I hit the rank of block star. Today, I hit block star supreme. Do you think there might be some method to what many of us perceive as madness or something that doesn't require the time? There are more people now plugging in to what we do in Wealth Builders, plugging into the 12 noon, the 9 p.m., plugging into the Freedom Call. There are more people that I can actually put finger on that are plugging in to the power calls, and the main event. And today, I'm seeing progress. I have a prediction for each and every one of you. Every one of you who are team building, everyone who is now have a sparked interest in doing it. I predict by February, you're going to be sitting like I have been, walking back and forth, looking at the computer every now and again, looking at the phone every now and again from the safety and comfort of my office or my home, and watching the increase come in commissions. Because in this opportunity, you're paid for what you start. I hope you understood what I was sharing there. All right, what are the NFTs? They're unique art pieces. And these unique art pieces have marketplaces that we're going to be introduced to on the 20th. And these marketplaces and our ability to mint or create the NFTs, our ability to market them, our ability to take advantage of all that we do in the Lydian world and beyond is all rooted in the power of this coin, the G999. We're a complete sphere of wealth in GS Partners. Our ecosystem, an ecosystem is a wealth stabilizer. What keeps a community vibrant is the economy it generates. When you have the product that the citizens of that economy, the people of that neighborhood need, then you have a forever flourishing economy. Why? Because it stays within the community. Let's just use this as an example. Let's just say you're in the community and you're circulating a dollar. Say this is you. Well, if your dollar goes to the market in your community, then it's added value to that market. That market now moves it into the bank in your community. You've added a continuous value to your community. And then that banking system may create institutional endowments. It might be schools, it might be hospitals, it might be community centers. But if all those things, or it might be development, but if all those things occur within the same community, it's adding value to the community, because what you keep and circulate is what grows the value of your community. You keep that going around long enough, and when it comes back to you, that dollar value is now compounded. And you continue in the same process over and over. And if you know anything about money and speed, then you know and understand that the faster the money moves, the greater the wealth base. And on top of that, the greater the asset, the more lucrative the experience in that community. This is the difference between ghettos and suburbs. It's rooted in two entities, haves and have-nots. When you have that kind of control in your community, such as we do in G999 community, in the GS Partners community, what kind of control are you talking about? Well, first of all, our neighborhood right now consists of more than 137 people. We have a population of 137 people. We have close to 300,000 in populace in the Lydian world. The world doesn't know we're here yet, and we have a community dedicated to circulating its currency within that community. And as a result, every round gets higher, and the more speed, the greater the results and the greater the wealth base of that community. Everything operates off of fees. You get to be your own bank. Look, when you purchase this NFT for as little as $28, you have created a never-ending, potentially never-ending wealth base for you, your family, and the future. Mr. Johnson shared with you, you can acquire at any denominations in your account. You can acquire for as low as $28, as high as $888. We went through some things. We're going to experiment some things here because, see, Miss Nicole, Nikki Knox is here. Now, when I have both of them here to fire me up, there's no telling what I might do with the little change you saw populating on, I'm not trivializing, I appreciate it, populating onto my dashboard. Now, what is so powerful about these tokens? Matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and show the clip from Mr. Dalco first, then come back to those bullet points.
And finally, I want to talk to you guys super quick about the NFT voucher. So we had this awesome 10x bonus on the bonus legacy points. But let me tell you what has not changed and what's not going to change until the NFTs, the Lydian Lions, run out. They're limited in quantity, which makes them valuable. Here are some of the benefits. I want y'all to write these down. So I'm going to say I'm kind of slow because I don't have time to do a training on this. So just write these down, because Mr. Best called me yesterday. He said, okay, what are we doing now? And we're doing the same thing that we've been doing. But it's funny when he said it, because I was thinking that too. I was like, okay, the 10X finished, now what? Okay, here it is. The NFT, number one, is valuable art. It's valuable art. That's what a non-fungible token is. It's valuable art. So every time we click the button, we're minting valuable art. Well, what is the value? Don't worry about that. Remember what Mr. Best teaches us all the time. When a billionaire leads you to something, just do it. If it's in your power to do it, do it. In many cases, it's not costing us anything. Just do it. So you're minting valuable art. The higher denominations are rarer and therefore more valuable. Don't try to figure it out. Just write it down and know it. Don't say nobody ever told you. Then we get to the end of the thing, and then somebody had an 888 voucher, and their NFT is more valuable and it sells for more money in the open sea. And then you're like, man, somebody should have told me. I would have got some 888s. They're more rare, so therefore more valuable. Is anybody getting excited yet? Because I'm getting jacked talking to myself. All right. They acquire legacy points for the incentives. They acquire massive amounts of legacy points, all in one click. You enter staking pools with Cake and Lion with up to 40% APY. 40%. Anybody excited yet? I'm not finished. I'm just getting started, Muggsy. All right. It positions you in countries as citizens or above. I heard Tanisha Glassby, she was chatting with her billionaire squad yesterday or the day before. She's like, I'm running out of places to become citizen. I was like, it's time to go for leadership. Mr. Height was explaining that the leaders in the countries will work together to bring more resources into the country and earn even more. Yeah, we ain't even scratched the surface on this Lydian world yet. Trust me, the NFT voucher is the key to the Lydian world. It gets better. Acquire credits for assisted trading coming up later this month. Watch this. Every time you smash that button, you get trading credits. You take those trading credits and and the professional traders will trade for you and just charge you credits. And hit the button, you're stacking up on credits to trade and make money on your own with no one on your team. Folks, nobody's seen stuff like this before. All right, then, ready for import? You're going to be able to import those NFTs. And when you import them into the country you're in, it mines from the resource field of each country. I can't even tell y'all how big this is. Look, your position, you're citizen in all 100 countries. That means you can mine one.
Oh, sorry about that. What happened there, Mr. Delco? I don't know if that was me or not, Mr. Johnson.
And finally, I want to talk to you guys super quick about the NFT voucher. So we had this awesome 10x bonus on the bonus legacy points. But let me tell you what has not changed and what's not going to change until the NFTs, the Lydian Lions, run out. They're limited in quantity, which makes them valuable. Here are some of the benefits. I want y'all to write these down. So I'm saying I'm kind of slow because I don't have time to do a training on this. So just write these down because Mr. Best called me yesterday. He said, okay,
okay, I'm not going to take you back through that, family. I don't know where the glitch occurred. I thought it was something I did. It might have been. I have no idea. But let me give you those bullet points. Number one, mint valuable NFT art. Higher denominations are rarer, Mr. Dalco says, and more valuable. In this particular case, everything is more rare and more valuable because it's never been done before. We're releasing it to the world, and when we release it to the world, everything is rare because it'll be a first time. People have seen teasers like I showed you in what we did in one of the NFT communities on Facebook, but they can't get it yet. So the mint valuable art, higher denominations are rare and more valuable. They acquire legacy points for each one you create in your dashboard in this limited time. You enter staking pools with high yields. You're positioned in countries as citizen or above because you earn the Lydian Lions that allows you to position yourself. And get this, you acquire credits for assisted trading. Many of you want to operate in the crypto space and have no idea how to do it. Many of you want to operate in the stock and commodity space. You may not know how to do it. However, these professionals are hired through your activity in the Lydian world. As you acquire credits for your activity, those credits are traded off to those professionals that do this at your behest, and you're rewarded the revenue that's generated and additional credits come back to you in the world of Lydia. you get to use your minted NFT in countries you are a citizen in, and you can mine the country's fields. Each country in Lydian world has a treasure. A treasure. That treasure represents the product of that country, the resource of that country. Your NFT, just imagine this. Imagine your NFT going into the country that you placed as citizen with a shovel. And mining here equates to digging up the resources in those fields and adding them to your wallet. Adding them to your wallet. Is that a good description, Sister Nikki or Brother Mike?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to paint a picture. Just imagine your NFT operates on your behalf. You give it a shovel. Hey, NIFT, that's short for NFT. Hey, NIFT, go over there in the Senegal and do what you do. And it's added to your wallet. What's added to your wallet? Gold. Oh yeah, did y'all forget we're in the gold business? Gold. Digital green, that'll be explained to us. Diamonds and Lydian status. This world is so wealthy and so yours, and all it takes is a click of a button. There's a lot of history behind this opportunity, but I want you to understand even greater what the Lydian world is. The Lydian world is a composite of the real world where you get to decide the role you play. So imagine you can be citizen, or you can up your standard, up your role with the right or correct amount of Lydian lions, and you can be anything from mayor to president in any country that you are citizen in. You can literally create a position for states within the United States, because each state in the Lydian world is represented as a country. You could be citizen, you could be mayor, you could be governor, you could be senator, you could be congressman, you can be vice president, you could be president. Depending on the allocation of Lydian lions to maintain positions that we have to qualify for. Tomorrow's training is going to be extraordinary, because you're going to learn how certain things in your simulator works to possibly your advantage as you hone in on your goals and your objectives in this world. So we're talking about passive, monthly, residual income. Every country that you become a citizen in, you position. Every country you earn an upper position in, you're positioned with a higher reward. And it's a monthly income and revenue for life. So it's a matter of your choice. It's a matter of your decision in this world. GS Partners is so way ahead of this process. It's crazy. You see, because in total rewards, matter of fact, I see questions popping up now. Make sure you put your questions in the Q&A. In the Q&A portion of this chat, you can raise hands, but we'll pay more attention. We will not pay attention to the chat as we would the Q&A section of the platform and the hands, time permitting. All the rewards that come into the Lydian world are divided evenly in the world, meaning it's divided in half. Half of the rewards will come to the citizens of a country. So if you're in the country of Senegal and all the rewards that are totaled there, 50% of those rewards will go to the citizens, and those rewards are distributed evenly amongst the citizens. The other half, or the remaining 50%, comes into that country and is distributed or allocated amongst the citizens across the shared top 6 ranks. So you have president, vice president, senator, congressman, governor, and mayor. Each one of those percentages comprise this 50% that you see here, this bottom 50, and that's where it goes. The resources come from a multitude rather of places. We're going to learn about more of those places on the 20th. Man, there's some stuff coming. You want to be there. You want to be there. So what do we understand so far about the opportunity? Number one, it represents more. It represents more. And the more activity you create in GS Partners, the greater the residual income in GS Partners for you. I want us to understand the power of naturally assets as opposed to liabilities, but I also want you to understand the power of passive and active income. A passive income does not require your physical presence to be earned. So it's being earned for you in the Lydian world, and of course you're not in the Lydian world. It's a virtual world. It's a virtual game where you can have fun looking back at it from time to time, or you can have fun just looking at the wallets and watching the economy grow for you. But you don't have to personally work it. You don't have to physically be there in that world to earn the real money that will come back to you. A passive residual income. If I don't have to be in the state of California, Dr. Hall, but I have a citizenship in the state of California and I'm earning in the state of California, would that qualify as a passive residual income? Yes. Passive because I'm not required to be there. Residual because it's every month for the rest of your life. This is key. Along with the fact that everything you do within GS Partners is an asset producing activity, and it's an inheritable part of your estate. You can leave it for those beyond you. You have a bank that you're going to learn more about, where you can link your bank and link the activity in GS Partners and be rewarded as a result of what you do within that bank. Incidentally, don't move any XLTs. You're acquiring your XLTs right now. This is not financial advice. This is based on accumulation. Many of you are positioned to earn daily rewards, and those daily rewards are compounded based on what you have in your XLTs on your GS Partners dashboard. When you move them off the dashboard, you take them out of that compounding activity. Now, I know there's only a couple of days left, but I moved several hundred early on before we got to this stage, and they're still over there, and that's okay. I'm sure it's going to do something for me there too, but right now it's not counted in the overall total that is generating rewards for me on a daily basis in on the dashboard. Okay, that just crossed my mind. Passive residual income for life. This is what you have in your hands. Sister Nikki, I know you're here. You might have some things you can share or like to reiterate for people. You have the floor if you like.
I'm in the middle of something at the moment, but I will jump back in a little later.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then with your permission, Mr. Johnson, we can go to the immediate questions that might be on the floor, and we'll deal with the Q&A first, and then we'll move to the hands. Okay, are you positioned to read the Q&A, or did you want me to go through it, Mr. Johnson?
If you could read the Q&A, sir, there's one thing that I wanted to pull up for those that may have missed last night's training that I think will be
please
helpful.
go right ahead before we get started. Yeah, go right
Okay,
ahead.
if you don't mind, give me 1 second, sir. I have to mute because I don't want you and Nikki to give me grief.
Family, we can't tell y'all how we be riding Mr. Johnson. We have personal family fun. Just give him a moment.
I believe I am there, sir. Hopefully you can see my screen okay.
Yes, sir. It's coming up right now.
Okay, family, we talked about this and we want to come back to this simply because it's roughly about 48 hours. Understanding in 48 hours, this opportunity is going to leave. But between now and then, you have the ability to receive a single XLT, a square inch of real estate in a commercial property, this lovely building here in downtown Dubai, okay, for $9.63. It's actually less than that because you're going to collateralize that particular asset. That's as simple as you smashing the button for an XLT, and 85% of it's going to be used in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT. The other 15% is going to be collateralized. You're going to use your G999 coins to secure that property. Why are we sharing this with you? We already indicated that phase 2 and 3 are completely sold out. So again, this price is going to change hands. In other words, it's not going to be a launch price of $18. Again, this is not my words. These are the words of the chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Haidt. He said you can expect it to be somewhere in the $25 to $30 range. Why is this significant? There's a promotion that has been in place known as the Drive with 5. You still have time to take advantage of the Drive with 5. Drive with 5, family, is where you smash the button 5 times at $99 per smash, if you may. Every time you press the button, you do it 5 times at $99. What you're going to receive is 51.4 XLTs. That's what you're going to receive. And the beauty of that is when you do that 5 times, they're going to also reward you with 500 Lydian lions and 100 legacy points. Now, family, I was always told a picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me paint a picture for you. The Drive with 5. Once again, you still have time to take advantage of this. We helped the young lady just today who had disconnected for a while, and she is in the process of smashing the button as we speak. All you have to do is smash the button 5 times at $99 per smash. That qualifies you for what we call a Drive with 5. You're going to receive 500 Lydian lions, and you're going to also receive 100 legacy points. Now, let me share with you the power of this company. When you help your team members to take advantage of Drive with 5, remember, every time you smash the button, you're building your family's net worth. When you help your team members as a sponsor, you receive a 50% matching bonus. For those of you in the back, sponsors will receive 250 Lydian lions and 50 legacy points. Now, family, you win or you win. You share with people how to take advantage of this incredible opportunity where they can become real estate owners in one of the hottest real estate markets on the planet. And all you have to do is, as Brother Eric says, closed mouths don't get fed. Share what we have. Now, for those of you who built a team, you're going to love what I'm getting ready to share with you. If you just share this down 4 generations, anyone that you sponsor is your first generation. You share it down 4 generations, you're looking at creating a volume to where you could be in the group with Brother Eric. All you need is $100,000 in volume, strategically placed, mind you, among 3 legs, $100,000 in total volume, and that qualifies you to be an executive with this particular company. Now, there's some other requirements that you need to meet as well. You need to have 6 active business partners. And I think Brother Eric said he had about 80. So I think that box is checked. My point to you is simple. The company is setting you up to win. I don't even want to talk about the legacy points and the Lydian Lions that you're going to receive as bonuses. The point is you want to help your team to succeed. So family, we encourage you. You have about 48 hours to take full advantage of this incredible opportunity. Please don't come back and say, nobody told us about the Drive with 5. We've been hammering this for, I know, at least 6 to 8 weeks. Now we're getting down to the wire. Don't wait to the last minute and then try to get it all in. Family, anything could happen. Anything could happen. So that being the case, I definitely wanted to go over that with each and every one of you. Please don't sleep on this opportunity, because when it's over, it's over. When the door closes, the door closes. We're on the blockchain, family. You can't reprogram the blockchain. I definitely wanted to share that with you. Thank you, Brother Eric, for allowing me to share. Back to you, sir.
Do you have the slide available that shows the incentive, the bonuses, the G999 bonuses associated with the Drive with 5?
I don't have it right now. I can pull it up while you're talking with them. I'll pull it up, and as soon as I get it, I'll let you know, sir.
Okay, excellent. And then you can just pop it right in. That'll let me know.
There you go. No
that
worries.
way we can go over, because there's so many different strategies interwoven in what we're doing right now. With a window closing, you know, we don't want that window to close on you, knowing that there's a possibility, a potential that you could have taken advantage of it. There are many of you that have strategies where you want to combine all that you're accumulating, nodes, XLTs. You want to get your DeFi going. You want to get your masternodes or stakers going, but you may not have the coins. But this is designed to give you the coins to launch what you want to do. You know, and that slide is important in terms of the accuracy. But what I'm sharing with you is every time you complete a Drive with 5, which I don't really want to assume that everyone just knows what that is, but every time you complete one, you earn a bonus amount of G999 coins. They don't show up on your dashboard yet because the incentive is still going. But once it closes, the coins are then added to your portfolio. So that combination can set you up for a tremendous jumpstart or launch into this opportunity, especially if you're new. If you're new, you want to complete all the, but not you. If you're new, you might want to consider getting as many of the smashes done as possible, so that you have the benefit of earning the coins to start your savings program, if that's your desire. To start your masternodes or your staking or any of those programs that give you a healthy return. I encourage all of you to go back and watch Mr. Johnson's training last night. It woke me up in ways that I can't even begin to express. You know, I literally watched that presentation. I didn't say a word. I just watched. I grabbed the top of my head and I said, where have I been this year? As much as I love everything this man does, but the one thing that resonated for me didn't happen until last night. And I literally grabbed the top of my head, and I know where I'm going to be in 2022 as a result of it. So I think everyone should be afforded that opportunity. Okay, Q&A. And hopefully Mr. Johnson will come across those slides. Now, Sister Rashida Abdul Rahman, she says, I was buying XLT and it said insufficient G999 and sent me to exchange. I am not understanding, if I exchange my BTC, how am I going to buy the XLT? what it's asking you to do, Sister Rashida, is to add G999 coins to your dashboard in order to collateralize and qualify your XLT purchase. Now, you do not have to use your Bitcoin to do it. It's a drop window, and that drop window allows you to utilize one of three currencies, either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT. But G999 is required as a collateralizing of the XLT coin in order to acquire XLTs. You need to have G999 attached to it, a little less than 15% for every $99 smash of the button or higher. Now, they tell you that as you go to purchase the XLT voucher, you'll see it gives you a breakdown of how many of any you're required. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I have the screen still.
Last I checked, it was a little under 3,500 G999 that you needed for each smash.
Right. Thank you, sis. So when I go to when I go to XLT, and I go to $99, knowing that the currency I'm going to use is Bitcoin, I'll hit next step. In the next step, it's an exchange. It's pre-checked. And it's telling you the breakdown of your $99. $84.15 of your $99 will be exchanged in Bitcoin. However, 14.85% of your $99 purchase will be done in G999 to collateralize the exclusive living token. So in order to get any of the XLTs, you must add G999 to the acquisition. So if you find that you don't have enough G999 for a $99 smash, and at this point it's less than 3,000 G999 coins, then you're going to need to add them to your dashboard. And if it took you to the exchange, that's great, because what happens when you get to the exchange, it will, I'm just waiting on my screen to refresh. When you get to the exchange, the G999 exchange, that's in your financials, all on the same dashboard. It's not telling you to go to trade. It's taking you to the G999 exchange. You have options here. You can use Bitcoin. I don't want you to think you have to use Bitcoin. If you have other currencies, let's say when you hit that, it's a drop window. You can use Bitcoin, or you have Ethereum, you can use Ethereum. If you have Tether, you can use Tether. All right. If I wanted to get Bitcoin, the minimum amount of Bitcoin that you can acquire here is 0.00001, I believe that's it. You can find out through the summary here. As you scroll down, the latest prices rather, the minimum you can exchange is 0.0001. Okay, so I need to remove a zero. So 0.001 equals 551 G999 coins. And then I don't check any other boxes. I just put in the amount of Bitcoin, and it will automatically populate how many coins it will for me on the dashboard. If I were to choose Ethereum, the latest price summary will tell me the minimum I can use in Ethereum and the maximum I can use. If I were deciding to use USDT, Tether, it tells me the minimum I can use in Tether and the maximum I can use in Tether. And then it populates onto your dashboard. Once the required amount per XLT smash is on your dashboard, then with the assistance of your Bitcoin or whatever currency you're using, Sister Rashida, it will pull everything in and together for you. I hope that helped.
While you're there, please don't leave. Make sure you share about that, checking that box. You see the box that says add full amount to your lifetime node. If that box is checked, your coins go directly to your lifetime node. When that box is unchecked, the coins go directly onto your dashboard. Make sure that that box is not checked. I was helping someone yesterday and their box was checked. And my question was, do you want to put these coins in your lifetime node or do you want to put them on your dashboard? Great training there, Brother Eric.
Thank you, sir.
You're hitting on all cylinders. I do have that document up, by the way.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ready for you, sir.
Okay, that being the case, can you see my screen? And we walked through this already. Hopefully you can see it.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, and the second portion of this family was just showing you what you could basically generate through 4 generations. I believe what Brother Eric was talking about was this particular information here. For those of you who had Explorer packages, Pathfinders, or Legend, they're calling those exclusive advantage packages. There were certain benefits and certain bonuses available to each and every one of you. Notice it runs from the 19th of October to what date, family? The 19th of December. So you have a 24 hours to take advantage of it. If you have an Explorer package, they're paying you a 0.1% daily reward. If you have a Pathfinder, it's 0.25%. And if you stepped up to the plate and you have a Legends package, it's 0.4%. What they're rewarding you is daily rewards of XLTs. For those of you who've been plugged into our trainings, we did a training on this and Miss Nicole Nikki Knox allowed us to use her as a demonstration. And I will tell you, family, the day before we did that training, she smashed the button 7 times. She received rewards 7 times. Every day, she smashed the button on the 18th. I think it was either on the 19th or the 20th. She's received payments every day since then. 7 payments every day. 1 payment for each time she smashed the button. And depending on which package you hit, you receive a 10% XLT, a 25% XLT, or a 40% XLT. Everywhere you turn, family, this company is setting you up to win. The other piece that I want to share with you is this. You talk about the drive with 5. This talks about the drive with 5, and this is what I believe Brother Eric was talking about. If you see, family, those bonus, the bonus Lydian Lions are going to be 4,170 of them. When you smash the button for 5 times, you win and you win. All I'm trying to get you to see, family, is everywhere you turn, this company is setting you up for success. When you smash the button 1 time, a $99 smash, you walk away with 834 bonus G999 coins. But imagine somebody dropping 4,000 coins into your back office just because you smashed the button. This is in addition to the 500 legacy points that we told you about. A lot of you have been sleeping on these phenomenal opportunities you have. All I'm going to say is you may want to go to work these last 48 hours. Hopefully this is what you were looking for, Brother Eric. And you're muted if you're speaking. I can't hear a word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Is this what you were looking for?
Absolutely, man. It got me so flat out excited. Okay. Because understand, you can smash for the XLTs right now, right? And you'll find yourself positioned to earn more than you need for a masternode. I mean, think about that. You know, you're talking about 799,920 bonus G999 that you're awarded. Now, what's interesting to note, I can't see the screen. Is the screen still up, Mr. Johnson? I can't see
Yes, sir, it is.
my laptop. I'm sorry. So just think about it. Just read through it. The daily XLT rewards. Receive daily XLT rewards. He went through that. Mr. Johnson went through that. You're going to receive your 15% collateral back in XLT after phase 1 is completed. And you're going to receive bonus G999s for every one XLT acquired after phase 1 is completed. So think about this. Your drive for 5, for every drive for 5, if I'm reading this right, that's 4,170 bonus G999 coins. Is that correct? Am I saying that
correct, sir? Absolutely.
For every XLT, you have a total of 2,000 plus XLTs. That's a tremendous amount of bonus. That's in the accelerate category that you find in your back office, I think on the statistics section or the XLT section. But think about that. See, this is designed for you to win, not just for a day, a month, a week, but forever. I was speaking with a business partner, one of two. One of them's not on the platform, I don't think. So I don't want one of you thinking I'm talking about you. If you know I had this conversation with you, just know I'm talking about the other person, not you. I said, listen, you get these set up and you can get the services of Mr. Johnson. And what I show you from one side, okay, that might reward you for and through the incentive. But what he's able to show you with what to do with them or how to implement them based off of decisions you make, he'll be showing you how to reward yourself for life. It's huge. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
I do want to stress once again, family, what you see on the screen are for those exclusive package holders. It pays to upgrade. Those are the individuals that have either an Explorer package, a Pathfinder package, or a Legends package. They participate in everything that you see on this board. If you do not have one of those packages, you do not participate in what you see here on this board. I am just saying, for those of you who have those bigger packages, you have 48 hours to take full advantage of it. And for those of you who are considering upgrading, all I can tell you is 4,000 G999s could be worth a little bit of money. Imagine if the coin just went to $1, just $1, and you got 4,170 of those as bonuses. Okay.
Mr. Johnson, there's a question on the platform that asks, please show the screenshot of the countries once again.
Okay, I will get to that. I have to change screens again.
No problem.
I had to dig deep to go get this one, brother Eric.
Yeah, you went into the treasure. You must have used one of your NFTs to get that out.
I had to go real deep to find this. But that being the case, give me 1 second, family, and I'll pull that up and I'll show those countries for you again. Thank you, brother Eric.
Thank you.
I have to mute because I don't want you and Nikki.
The next question, if someone wants to get more Lydian lines to complete a country, what's the best way to get the Lydian lines? Well, you have several options to get them. The quickest way to do it is acquiring an NFT, depending on how many Lydian lines you need, because it will give you Lydian lines as part of the NFT creation, along with the bonus Lydian lines. We'll also, of course, come back to that with a very detailed presentation tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Sister Evelyn Staten, good evening, says, is it true that if you sell an NFT for X amount of dollars, you will initially earn X amount of dollars? But if the buyer then resells our NFT to someone else, we will make money again by earning a percentage of that sale? And is it best to choose 10% as a royalty fee? I don't know what the hizzy we talking about. Okay. Is it true that if you sell an NFT for X amount of dollars, you will initially earn X amount of dollars? We don't know how it's going to work in our particular instance. The NFT marketplace has a standard by which it follows. Ours is new and second to none. And as we get the information as it's rolled out, then we'll get the answer to those questions as to how it divvies, how it divides, how we earn, and if there are royalty fees, what they'll be and how it's implemented. So we're a little premature on that question because we won't know before we hear the announcements and gain the subsequent trainings. But it is a good question. Sister Nanda says, what is the address for the presentation tomorrow? Right here where you are, Sister, 3 p.m. When the screenshot comes up again, I encourage you all to get it. Sister Rashida says, I misunderstood how to use the exchange platform. Is there a video you can point me to? I'll have to research that, Sister Rashida. I don't know of one offhand. If either Mr. Johnson or Ms. Knox knows of one, you can let us know, but otherwise I'll research it and reach back out to you. Oh, you said you got it. Okay, great. I read that a little too slow, huh? Praise be to Allah. All right, Miss Edith Smith. This is in reference to the exclusive node. The exclusive node pays 33 Lydian lines per day. Will the standard Lydian lines that is paid be replaced with the liquid Lydian lines to be paid in the exclusive node? I don't have the answer for that. You'll have to wait till they come with the subsequent announcements. Thank you, Sister Evelyn. Okay, that takes care of the Q&A questions. Go ahead, Mr. Johnson, and then we'll go to the hands.
Okay, this first screen that you see here, family, this is what we share. And can you see my screen, Brother Eric?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we share this with all new people. This is what we call our starter sheet. Someone asked me, I have 1,000 Lydian lions. What do I do with 1,000 Lydian lions? Well, if you add up all of the Lydian lions that it costs to be a citizen in every one of these countries, it comes up to 998 Lydian lions. Understanding, family, you're positioning yourself in 28 countries to get more. These are just 28 countries that I personally selected. You can select any countries that you choose. The reason we selected these countries is because what the citizens share in is the staking that's going on in those particular countries. 50% of the staking is shared with the citizens. So would you want to be in a country that's basically staking, say, 2,000 coins, or do you want to be in a country that's staking 700,000 coins? So what we did was we kind of picked and choose and went along the lines and found countries that would be profitable for you. This is just an example, okay? None of this is etched in stone, and you don't have to select any of these if you choose not. But if you notice, we've done the heavy lifting for you. We've already told you how much it costs to be a citizen in the respective countries. I'll pick on Dominica, for instance. It costs 8.3 Lydian lions to be a citizen in Dominica. And Dominica is currently staking 700,000 coins at the time that this document was printed. That's phenomenal. So in other words, you take the amount of citizens you got to divide that number in half, so the number of staking, and they're going to share in 50% of the amount that's in there. I'm just saying, you pick and choose what you want. And then we had people asking questions about other things. And the next document that we created is for everyone. And this document we're going to go over in detail tomorrow, but you get a snapshot today because you guys are here today. So congratulations for being here today. This is every country that you can be a citizen in, from the least expensive country to the most expensive country. Now, if you want to run with the big dogs and you want to be a citizen in China, it only costs you 206,405.2 Lydian lions to be a citizen in China. But if you want to stay over there with the little pups, you can be a citizen in a country for as little as 0.65 Lydian lions. And you can be a citizen in anything in between. If you want to find the state that you live in and you want to be a citizen in your own state, congratulations. We listed every state that you could be a citizen in right here on the chart. All you have to do is find your state and boom, you could become a citizen there. I'm currently living in Tennessee. To be a citizen in Tennessee, it costs me 5,453.95 Lydian lions to be a citizen in Tennessee. Do I want to be a citizen in Tennessee? I think I'm going to pass. That's just my personal preference. You can be a citizen anywhere you choose. This is a list that hopefully will assist you. This was the list that we told you we would put back up, and it's getting ready to go down. Why? Because we're going to basically provide this information in detail for you tomorrow. That being the case, you definitely want to take a screenshot of this. If you don't have this, family, you've heard us say this a zillion times. You build your business from event to event. This training is an event. Now, if you came by yourself, you get a great education. But if you brought your team, you're setting yourself up to win. Because can you imagine you and your entire team listening to the information that we shared today? Brother Eric gave you a treasure chest today. For those of you who have exclusive packages, either an Explorer, a Pathfinder, or a Legends package, do you realize what you have in the palm of your hands? And the clock was ticking. Most of you didn't even realize the clock was ticking on you because you hadn't been plugged in. That's the power of plugging in, family. That being the case, Brother Eric, that's what I had for you, sir. And it's back over to you.
Oh, all right, sir. I'm sorry. Thank you. Give me 1 second.
No worries. Hey, Nick.
1 second, everyone. I do see one hand. If we can pull Sister Sananda in, we might have already satisfied it, but we're going to pull it in. I'm pulling her in now. Sister Sananda, you can unmute, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, family. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. I was the one who asked to see the countries again, but however, on the screen, I couldn't see below number 18. And if you had more below that, it would be great if you could scroll down so that I could see all those countries.
You might have the screenshot because what we saw on the platform, we saw the entire screen. So you might need to reduce. Mr. Johnson, you can share it again and see if it will, if she can adjust her. Are you using phone or are you using?
It should be up on the screen now, Brother Eric.
Okay.
And hopefully you guys can see all 28 countries.
Okay, I took the first one on the phone, but I'm doing now the screenshot of the computer.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Sister Evelyn Staten, good evening to you, ma'am.
Hi, good evening, and good evening, everyone. I am so glad, and you can tell in my voice that I'm glad to be here. Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, I used my Lydian lions last night, and someone was helping me. And when we checked back at what was left, I said, "Oh my God, what happened to the bottom? The bottom lines? Can I put in a ticket and get them back?"
I can tell you what happened. You exceeded the amount of Lydians to use in the positions category, and it drew from your bonus Lydians.
Correct.
And so, Mr. Johnson, maybe you can show an example of how that works, and it'll help people to understand what not to do. So if you're able to, and if so, please,
okay.
Everyone pay
I
real
don't know
close
if I'm
attention.
logged in. Let me check and see if I'm logged
Thank
in.
you.
Brother. And if I'm logged in, I would gladly do that. Okay. I have a funny suspicion they're going to kick me out of this, but we're going to try it and see. Can you, hold on. I don't think I'm sharing my screen. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm doing it again. I wasn't sharing my screen. Okay, can you see my screen, Brother Eric?
Yes, sir.
And now I have a funny suspicion they're going to kick us out. But what happened, Miss Evelyn, is this. These two numbers your total Lydian lions available. And what Brother Eric was sharing with you is once you've exhausted the number at the top, they automatically start pulling from the number at the bottom. And if you've placed them in a country, it's no turning back. Once you're in a country, you're in that country to stay. And unfortunately, hopefully you got in countries that you wanted to be a citizen in. So it's not a totally bad thing, but this is why in yesterday's training, we went over this in detail with people and we explained to them, be very careful. Because when you're in Lydian world and you look down and you see total availability, let's say you had 5,000 Lydian lions total available, and 2,000 were above the line and 3,000 was below the line. Well, if you placed 4,000 into countries, then what it's going to do is it's going to exhaust above the line and it's going to take the balance below the line. And you'll be sitting there saying, what happened to my Lydian lions? They're gone.
Yes, they were gone. And the person helping me thought maybe I could put a trouble ticket in to restore what I use. But from what I'm hearing, it's too late. It's a done deal.
Unless they have changed something, Miss Evelyn, I will tell you.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I was, wow, I didn't even know my mic was on. I was just responding, lamenting over what you were going through. I'm sorry. But
it's called the hot mic syndrome. Yes,
it
is a done deal though, Miss Evelyn. He hit the nail directly on the head.
Thank
Unfortunately,
you.
once
but you can get more liquid now. You can get more.
Yeah, you can always get more. But once you place a Lydian lion in a country, there is no turning back.
Gotcha.
It is in that country to stay.
Ooh. And thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And congratulations on getting those citizenships out. See, don't look at it as you lost anything. You decided you wanted to be a citizen. You just may have gotten a little aggressive with your citizenship. But you can always, like Brother Eric said, you can always get more above the line and below the line Lydian lions. Smash that button.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Next hand with hard hat and steel-toe boots equipped, Miss Victoria Jenkins.
Hey, Miss Jenkins.
Hello. You know, I've been so up on the latest that I forgot some of the old ones, but I'm going into my lifestyle card. They on the board, they have me as basic, and I have 69 days to renew that, but I'm a premium. I upgraded to premium.
Okay.
Now I only put enough money.
The lifestyle card, or you talking about your package?
The lifestyle card. I'm speaking of the lifestyle card.
You have a premier package, and your lifestyle card is basic, right?
The lifestyle card that you get in the premier package is basic, Mrs. Jenkins.
No, I got the premium. I upgraded.
Okay.
Within the 30 days, I upgraded. This is in the beginning, back in March or February.
Okay, now when you're saying premium, are you saying package? Because there's no premium lifestyle card. So help me understand what you're saying. So I know we're on the same page. You upgraded your package. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, to the $9.99.
Okay, that's a premier package.
Yes,
right. But as a renewal, it has me on the basic, and the clock is ticking for me to renew that.
Mr. Dalco spoke to that today on the power call. He said we will not have to worry about that just yet. He knows people are receiving those messages, and it's something that'll be resolved by the 20th.
Okay. Let me go to the next part. Under that, I put just enough money for the monthly fee that they were going to charge me.
Yes.
I still see I see two different things. I see a zero balance with dates, but they don't tell me what was taken out of those dates. But on the card itself, it says I have a balance of $80. and some change.
Are you talking about the statement portion?
Yes.
It doesn't show you anything that's been removed?
It gives me dates, but I tried clicking it. I'm gonna get help with that. I was just wondering why it still has on the card $80 and some change and one other coin.
Well,
But it looked like they took the 20 out, but they didn't take it off the card.
Well, it will, if you have it in your cash account, it'll come off the cash account. They'll only remove from the card if you give them permission to take it off the card.
Okay.
So it's a matter of walkthrough, and maybe does Saida have hers yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna get with her.
Okay.
I'm gonna get with her. I just wanted to ask the question why I see an amount on there when I know I paid for the whole year for the service charge of $20.
They won't take it out for the entire year. They'll only go monthly.
Yeah, they did. I see a statement for monthly, but I should not have a balance then.
Okay, sister.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yes, ma'am. Look, let me tell y'all something about Saida Jenkins. Victoria Jenkins, if she asks a question, you want to make sure that it's something her answer is satisfied and she's ready to go to another step. Because if not, that Jenkins gang is vicious, boy. There's more Jenkins, they can pop up anywhere and be related. And everyone will give me a message from Victoria. Every last one of them.
I think that was, my incentive note and my D5.
Mm-hmm.
That's a savings account. Something popped up under that, but it's on the board. And it asked me, did I want to link it to my GS Wealth to put it in there? I guess they gave me G99. So it's on the board. I don't have the platform on there because I'm trying to remember how to get back to it.
Okay, we'll explore that.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
That's good to know.
Okay, no problem. You still didn't answer the other question. I'm waiting for that too.
Which question was that?
I don't remember offhand.
But you didn't answer it, Brother Eric.
Okay, because even in my D5, I was so hung up on the rest of them that I forgot to do my weekly
update.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just starting back on that. So it's been a while.
Okay.
All right, but I'm cool. I'm cool anyway.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear because, like I said, there's a whole lot of y'all, and I don't want no problem.
Yeah, I'm cool. You don't want to. No, you don't really want to hear from me negatively. I got you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ms. Jenkins.
The next hand we have is Mr. and Mrs. Sharon and Ronald Vicks.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. You guys
Good
are
afternoon,
doing a
the
fantastic
voice.
job. Okay, I'm gonna do a Forrest Gump. On the liquid Lydian lines, we do not have to use them by the 26th.
The ones that are on your dashboard, as far as the notice says, across the ticker of your screen, it says, yes, you have to use them all because they will expire on the 26th. However, we'll get more information on that in the announcements on the 20th.
Okay, see, I'm asking that because Evelyn was upset that she used her liquid lines.
Yeah, but she used hers in error because she wasn't paying attention to the amount.
Okay.
That's a totally different question.
Okay, so I do have to use them before the 26th. And the other thing, the meeting is still scheduled for Monday the 20th, right?
Correct. 2 p.m. Eastern in the United States, gspartnerslive.com.
Okay, because one of my business partners said she thought it was Tuesday. She thought it had changed to Tuesday, and I told her I hadn't heard that. So I'm just verifying to make sure it is Monday the 20th.
Yes, ma'am. And we'll do another posting of the information where you can screenshot it as well.
Okay. Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you, voice.
Bye.
Next question we have is another amazing voice, Sister Dorencia Roberts. Good afternoon, Sister Dorencia. Oh, where did you go? I think I hit the wrong button. Give me 1 second, sister.
Good afternoon, indeed, everyone. Ready for the revolution, indeed.
It's necessary.
So I am going back to what Miss Sharon Vick just said. I've gotten notifications, 3 notifications telling me that the meeting has been changed to Tuesday. The corporate meeting has been changed to Tuesday. So that's one. The other thing is,
I'm sorry, let me just ask, are you getting into the Telegram group or where are you receiving it?
yes, it was Telegram. And yes, it was Telegram. So that's why I'm like, okay. I'm looking at the
Wealth Builders, I'm sorry, Wealth Builders Telegram group?
No, it's Global Team.
I don't know who that is.
I'm not sure if that's Nitsa or Randy, but anyway, I've gotten that, and I've gotten 2 messages telling me that. And I also got something that I saw in the chat yesterday that said the corporate meeting had been changed to Tuesday. So that's why I wanted to confirm. But I guess we'll get the confirmation soon enough. The other thing is I have one of my affiliates that she has G999, a balance of G99 on her dashboard. She wants to know what should she do with the G999. She doesn't want to build a business. It's a family member, okay? So she's like, well, what do I do with these things? You know, how do I just fill up the countries that I want and, you know, have the Bitcoin? Do I need to order more Bitcoin? So just what is it that I need to tell her, please?
I would refer her to Mr. Johnson's training on non-referral income, because even if she's not willing to watch it, if you go through it, you'll see some points that might appeal to you in terms of knowing how many, because you would know how many coins she has there and what her options are. You know, the amount of coins naturally create the option. Mr. Johnson, you have anything you might want to add to that?
Give me 1 second. I was okay. I thought I was muted. Yes, I would strongly recommend she looks at any of the non-referral incomes. There are a lot of people who are not trying to build a team and they're just helping family members out. And you still can make a tremendous amount of money, or you can basically build a tremendous asset accumulation account by simply taking advantage of the 4 or 5 respective digital assets that we talked about in that training. The assets are, in the order that I'm going to share them, the G999 coin, the XLTs, the NFTs, and the Lydian Lions. All of those digital assets create residual income for the owners of those assets. And you can get as many of those assets as you choose. So I would strongly encourage that you get a copy of last night's training. And there was another training that we did, and I don't remember the exact date, that was exclusively for non-referral members. Because
was that the November 14th one?
November 14th is just that's one for everyone. November 14th, the Onboard Live November 14th training is phenomenal. I'm not saying it because I was on it. I'm saying it because Miss Nikki Knox brought the noise that day. So you have options. If you haven't seen the slide that we've been sharing about registering on the YouTube page, once you subscribe to the YouTube page, is go to YouTube, type in Team Believe, or better yet, Believe TV, hashtag Team Believe. It will bring up the Team Believe YouTube page. You can subscribe absolutely free. And the beauty of that, Mrs. Roberts, is the fact once you subscribe for that, what's going to happen is you have access to the library that Brother Eric has created. There's well over 500 videos back there with training, all types of information. This is going to be extremely helpful. They have corporate calls back there. Everything you can think of to build your business, Brother Eric has a copy of it back there.
Yes, I have subscribed. These I'll say relatives because family and relatives are two different people. But these relatives, these relatives are hard-headed, man. Oh my
Yes,
God.
ma'am.
But okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome.
Greetings
Yes,
to
ma'am.
Roland, please, and congratulate him on his accomplishment. Y'all are awesome, man.
Yes, we will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats to you as well, sir.
Oh, thank you, Queen. Appreciate it. Okay, the next hand we have is Brother Thomas Adams, and then we'll close out with the remaining hands, which would be Edith Smith and Sister Stephanie Pryor. We'll close out the round of questions. Mr. Adams, over to you, sir. Are you able to unmute, Thomas?
There he is. Can you unmute Mr. Thomas? There you go. You were unmuted for a second, sir. Try it again, Miss Adams. Okay.
Try to hit your unmute button, Mr. Adams. Okay, we'll leave him on the platform. Sister Edith Smith, you're back.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. I'm sitting here on two devices and I'm listening on one and putting questions in the Q&A on the other. But I was just going to mention this morning on the power call, Mr. Dalco at the very end of the power call mentioned something about the 21st. He did not say anything about the corporate meeting being changed or anything. So I can understand the confusion. And he did say, go to the Telegram, and he was going to post something in Telegram. But he did make mention about something, a call on the 21st. So I don't know what that was because I didn't catch it all, but I did hear that.
Thank you.
Right. Yes, and also, like I said, I was on two devices, and I got a question in the Q&A, and if possible, could you go back to that before we leave?
You might want to share it now because we're done with the question Q&A.
Oh, you're done with it?
Right.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ms.
okay.
Pryor will be the last one after you, so come on with it.
Okay, all right. Let me pull them up. Okay. The first was if we have nodes that have coins loaded into them, but not completed by the deadline, will those coins be refunded back to our dashboard?
You said you have nodes?
Nodes, yeah. Any of the nodes that you have to put coins in.
The only node that I know of that will be refunded. Well, I don't know if it's sure, but I believe the exclusive node, if it's not complete, that will come back to your dashboard. If you have lifetime nodes, they will, whatever the amount is, remains locked away for the years that it's contracted for, and it will yield you a 5% return. And at the conclusion of that term, it will be released to you.
Okay, well, I guess that answers the second part of the question because I said, please, if possible, explain the collateral for the lifetime exclusive node treasury. What is the collateral and will it be returned back to the dashboard if not completed?
Okay, you said that you believe I completed it, right?
I think you answered that, but I said, will it be returned back to the dashboard if that lifetime exclusive node treasury is not completed?
Yeah, if it's not completed, it stays in the lifetime node for the time allotted, and then it's released afterwards.
Oh, okay, and that collateral was it Bitcoin or G99?
Your collateral is the G999.
Is the G? Okay, yeah. I left the other 9 off. Okay.
Right. On the collateral only applies to a completed lifetime node. And a completed lifetime node, that collateral is returned as I believe they said as XLT. But it's in your back office. The instructions are there. You can read through them.
Okay, I'm kind of looking at it now. And I just wanted to tell you, thank you, for your answers to our questions and our concerns. They have been, very, very clear and concise
Well,
for
we're,
us.
we're, we're prayerful that it's helpful because all we want to do is help our community grow. And
Well, that's
your questions help us to grow because we don't profess to know everything. And when things are introduced or exchanged, like what Sister Stephanie Pry would introduce that she did over the last few days, the certain things that Sister Evelyn Staten and others introduced, the Holy Quran says men sharpen men like steel sharpens steel. And then in the Bible, it talks about iron sharpening iron. So we need each other. We need each other. And the answers had to come from somewhere. There's someone who imparted a wisdom on Mr. Johnson, on Miss Knox, on myself, and we're able to expound based upon what has been shared to us, proven to us through our experiences. The same is for each and every one. So I'm grateful to you and everybody in this community.
Well, thank you. And also you and that picture from the Phil Donahue show and you sitting there in the audience, I got a kick out of that because I think somebody said this morning, but I'm saying it in this way. You look like you were sitting on a spring and you were just about ready to jump up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I remember seeing, Phil Donahue and that interview, with your dad. And I agree with you. He was, he was trying to pull strings and throw punches. But your dad, was very, very calm, very collected. And he answered those questions in the way that they should have been answered. And I think that he made Phil Donahue in my eye, look like, well, I don't want to say it, but he made him look like, the word that has 3 letters and starts with an A. Well, that's the way to me he made Phil Donahue look. So I appreciate your father. And like I said, you look like you're about ready to jump. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brother Eric. Thank you, Mr. Johnson and Nikki. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Stephanie Pry is the last hand. Hey, Sister Stephanie. Are you remaining persistent and consistent?
No, there we go. I'm remaining persistent and consistent. Listen, just a comment. I jumped in a little bit on both John Johnson and Ontario Smalls today, and they both made the announcement that they had gotten word from corporate that the meeting was changed to the 21st.
Okay, so as soon as we have it to extend officially, we'll send it out. Thank you, sister.
Okay. You guys have a blessed evening.
Queen, you have a blessed one as well.
Thank you.
Okay, being that she didn't have a question, Brother Lorenzo, you are the last hand. You can unmute now, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
Thank you for taking my hand, brother. I know it's a redundant question, but I think I asked it earlier today, and it was addressed by Mr. Dalco earlier. As far as the, I don't know if it's a glitch or not, as far as the packages, but I'm right now I'm not able to do any XLT smashes.
Yeah, you might want to call him direct to see if he has any additional news on that, because that's an issue for a couple of people as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to call him direct. I don't have anything more than what we gave earlier, and then he addressed it to an extent on the power call today, but you might want to reach out to him directly.
Yes, sir. And as far as what sister said, yeah, brother, you was on post, brother. That picture did look nice on that Phil Donahue show.
Y'all are wild, man. Incidentally, that show was in 1985. Later on in the 90s, I would go on to be a featured guest in a 2-part series on that show with Mr. Donahue. And then when I returned from Africa, I spent a lot of time on C-SPAN. and representing Minister Farrakhan as well as myself. And so it's been a great journey, but we're just getting started. We're just getting started. Thank you, brother.
Brother Eric, I've been receiving text messages from Mr. Thomas Adams, and he indicated that Brother Lorenzo just asked the question that he wanted to ask.
Okay.
He's saying that he's getting notifications saying that the host will allow you to come in. I tried to explain to him that we have him on the dashboard, but for whatever reason, he cannot see that. He cannot hear that. He sent me a picture of you, but short of that, I don't know what's going on his end.
Well,
But
I hope Brother Thomas got my good side.
Oh, he definitely got that the top of your head. So it's all good. But no, so we can assume that Mr. Adams' questions was answered. Thank you, brother Lorenzo Muhammad. You'll be surprised how many people you've helped with that very question, sir. So thank you for hanging in there and providing that question. Back to you, brother Eric.
Okay, there you go. Hey, Brother Thomas.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
We can.
Okay, yeah, that was the same kind of question because in my GS trade, it was telling me to renew my account. And I think it was a couple times I heard, don't renew it, that's going to fade out. Well, about 3 or 4 days ago, I guess that was my date and it expired. So now when I try to buy more real estate XLTs, it blocks me out. It sends me back to the package screen. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to do anything. But I know we only got a couple days left, so I guess I'm focusing more on now on the NFTs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's about the only thing I can do.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sorry. That means that you're going to be just a little more wealthier, as opposed to maybe a lot more wealthier right away. But it's all more. Hopefully they'll get it resolved, and hopefully there'll be some reprieve. Because we were all told one thing in the opportunity, and now the system is doing what the system is supposed to do. So we'll just look for the answers, the solutions, and the next steps when the meeting occurs, if not sooner. Because Mr. Dalco, the council, they're very aware of that issue with so many of us who are experiencing renewal announcements and what is affecting and what is not allowing us to do. So hopefully there's something that can be done before the 11th hour.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How's the city of Macon, Georgia treating you?
Everything's beautiful here, man. Everything's
all right.
beautiful.
All right. We don't want to catch you. We don't want to catch you roaming around Plainfield, New Jersey again. I know that's your home, but
well, I'm out of Trenton, but I got family up there, and I met more family up there. So you might see me coming around one of them corners with a bean pie.
Show you're right. Show you're right. Love you, brother.
Love you too. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Closing comments. Nikki Knox, what you got for us, Queen?
She may be in a position where she can't speak.
I know. She's probably just overcome with so much emotion because this camera is capturing my good side.
Ooh, yeah, right.
Over to you.
I don't think that's the case.
Over to you, sir.
Well, another phenomenal training, Brother Eric, and this brings this week to an end. I want to say congratulations and I want to say thank you. You provided a tremendous amount of information, and prayerfully the information helps those individuals who were plugged in. We did toss out a few treats for those who were here today. Tomorrow is going to be a very special training family that, as Brother Eric indicated, we're going to dive deep into the ability to give you some respective strategies on how you can place yourself in respective countries, what some of the people across the platform are doing. You're going to have an opportunity to hear from some people that are not talking about it, but they're being about it. And for that, I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you for hanging in there today. As been our custom, Brother Eric is queuing up, I'm sure, in the background, our live concert. I can't speak for any of you. I have looked forward to these concerts every day. And each day he pulls another rabbit out of his hat. And it's a phenomenal artist, someone that we may have forgotten about, but we truly remember the moment we hear that first note. That being the case, Brother Eric Ture Mohammed, I will turn this back over to you, my brother.
Thank you. Can everyone see the screen where it shows the training information for tomorrow?
Yes, sir. That's what's up.
Everyone, please take a screenshot of it and make sure that you have it. And everyone drive all the teams and guests to the 9 p.m. Presentation tonight on Gold Rocks. With that being said, I will see the remainder of us tomorrow. Enjoy the concert. Peace and power forward. Is that the concert page? I'm not sure. I think it's giving me issues, Mr. Johnson. One moment. One moment, dear family. See if I got it right. I don't think it's showing me any love today, Mr. Johnson. Let me try it another way.
Okay. What we're seeing on our end, just so you know, is just the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. That's the only thing that we see.
That's still showing? Mr. Johnson?
I'm sorry. I said the only thing that was showing was the Honorable Louis Farrakhan.
Right. I'm saying, is it still showing?
No, now we just have the collage.
Okay, give me 1 second, please.
No worries, sir.
Bye.